I'm still a bit sick. Frozen, the billion-dollar blast in the box office that came out of left field. Being an adaptation of The Snow Queen, it was bound to be good. But my review system doesn't care about The Snow Queen, it cares about Frozen. So will Frozen stay strong through this analysis, or will it shred itself apart? Hello, I'm the Theorizer, and this is Frozen, one of the best Disney films I've seen in my entire life. It's very surprising that I haven't exactly made a theory on it yet. The only thing that came close was my crappy Disney timeline, but I never made a video specifically for Frozen. Who knows, maybe one of my upcoming videos will be how cold Elsa's powers are. But let's review this thing. And if you don't know what this movie's about, I will spoil it for you. A girl with weird ice powers has weird gloves she wears after weird boulders tell her to. Her sister is a sad extrovert, while Blondie is a weird introvert. It's a good but sad story. Eventually, the weird royal parents die, and weird Elsa must take over Arendelle. But her powers leak out and she freezes the entire kingdom. She runs away and makes a castle out of ice, and her poor sister runs off to find her. Anna finds love along the way, and actual love along the way, and then her sister tries to murder her by physically attacking her heart, unintentionally. Anna then consults a nest of the boulder people, and they do nothing for her. So then a bad guy tries to violently impale the snowblower, but it backfires on him when he hits a block of ice instead. Elsa killed her sister, until she didn't. Then they rejoice and unfreeze Fjord. So, let's review. Creativity. So there's no doubt that it takes direct inspiration from the Snow Queen books, but it's still phenomenally executed and brilliantly written. Many of the things I could say for creativity would just revolve around the story elements and the animation. So just know this. I feel like this is Walt Disney Animation's best movie since Aladdin. 8 out of 10 for creativity. Quality. The animation is stellar. With every new movie Disney releases, the animation gets better and better. But aside from the excellent animation, the quality overall is quite good. Whenever they want something to be felt by the audience, they let the audience feel it. Whenever they want comedy, the audience laughs. Whenever they want sadness, the audience cries. This perfection is why I'm giving this film 8.5 out of 10 for quality. Story. Phenomenal, interesting, brilliant Snow Queen. But while the concept is taken from the Snow Queen, this movie is great at establishing itself. I was very surprised with what I got out of this movie. I didn't know if I would like it, but after watching it, I became a fan of Disney all over again. And while this movie's story isn't as deep as the TV show which merged both Frozen and the Snow Queen on a fundamental level, it's still greater than I could ever ask for. 8 out of 10. Characters. Where do I begin? Let's see. The voice actors perfectly match their characters, especially when singing, but more on that in a second. The character designs are some of the most fitting designs Disney has ever made, and the character development is possibly the greatest I have seen from an animation ever. These characters are not forgettable at all. These characters are fun, but sad as well. They're animated to perfection, and I love the twist with Hans being a villain. Even though I saw it from the beginning, I still loved how they executed his vicious character. 9 out of 10. Popularity. Now this is where, and only where, Frozen is going to flounder. It is, without a doubt, overhyped. Now, this led people to hate it all across the internet, but it isn't as bad as some people who are annoyed by it say it is. But it's still very overhyped, so I'll put it right in the middle. 5 out of 10. For those of you wondering, the popularity tab is only here to curb any biased thoughts I may have without knowing. Soundtrack. 10 out of 10. Finally, theorizability. This movie is grand. It has so many unanswered questions, and the theories people have come up with are downright amazing. 8.5 out of 10. If you want to know why I rated it that, just search up Frozen Theory and start watching. Frozen is rated 8.3 out of 10. Wow, it is exactly the same as the last movie I reviewed, Kubo and the Two Strings, so I guess we'll put it right here on our review line. Frozen is a B+. That's what I call outstanding. Watch it, no regret will come out of that. Coming up soon is the Once Upon a Time Family Tree update for Season 6, and probably another revised theory. And maybe, just maybe, I will calculate how cold Elsa's powers are. Until next time, I'm the Theorizer.